Good morning, world. This is Dr. Rico Short, the root canal specialist to the stars, the grace life teacher, the inspirational motivator for you on this magnificent Monday. Man, this is the first Monday in August. Can you believe this year of 2021 is almost over? Man, I can't believe it. You know, the students are going back to school, and it is, amazing. It's actually refreshing, though, to be able to see the students get on a school bus, get back going to school, and even back up traffic a little bit. You're just like, man, would you talk about back up traffic? No one likes traffic. Well, in a sense, no one likes traffic, but sometimes when you're in traffic, you get a chance to reflect, and you get a chance, like me, to thank God for his goodness, his grace, and his mercy. And I thank God for you. Thank God for that you, able to log on, that you are able to allow me to sow seeds of encouragement in your heart. So today, I want to talk to you guys about squad goals. Squad goals. Who's on your team? Like one of the prophets in Atlanta said, who you with, get crunk, who you with? Who you with? Who's with you? Who's on your team? Who's holding your ladder to success? Who do you have around you that are able to speak life into your life when you're down? Who's around you when you are going through a tough time in your health or going through a tough time in your finances? Do you have people around you that can speak life into you and that can actually give to you? Let me reframe that. Who are you around that can speak the truth to you in love when you're not even ready to hear it? I can hear a pin drop on the other side of the iPhone. Who do you have around you that can speak the truth to you in love? Because we will all go off track. We will all be off center, and we all have blind spots. Do you have people on your squad, on your team, that's available to help you when you are off track, that can see the blind spot in you and that can help you get back on track? Because if everybody around you look like you and think like you, you need to be in a different team. Because 2 blind people or 3 blind people are leading each other into the same place. That's called a ditch. That's what it's called, a ditch. So who's around you? Who's holding your ladder? What kind of squad do you have around you? We all need squads. If you look in the scriptures, Jesus had a squad of 12 disciples. And all of them had strengths and all of them have weaknesses. He had a few that were fishermen. He had a few that were, at least one that was a tax collector. He had one that was a zealot. A zealot is somebody that's so fanatical. You got some people that's around you. I know I do. They're just Team Rico. They're just fans. They support everything I do. And sometimes what I do or what I say may not be always accurate, but they still gonna support and push it anyway. These are the zealots. These are the people that are fanatical about you. They'll click like before they even read what you got to say. And then Jesus had another person around him called Judas, and he was a thief. And ironically, Judas was in charge of the money. Now, how many people would you let be in charge of the money and you know that they're a thief? Not many of us. I wouldn't do it. But the reason why Jesus did that is because he was trying to show us something. He was trying to show us that once your trust is in God, it doesn't matter who steals from you, because God is always going to refresh you and rebuild your bank account. Man, that's a word for somebody out there who've gotten stolen from. And it may not be finances. It can be emotion. It can be spiritual. It can be relational. God is going to refill that area. So Jesus had all these different people around him, but he didn't take them all the time with him. Sometimes Jesus went by himself to pray, and sometimes we have to do that same thing. There are going to be points in our lives and road in our life where we have to go alone. And then we will be afraid and we will need encouragement. But guess what, man? As a believer, man, you have the Spirit of God inside of you. Every human being has the Spirit of God inside you. And you say, Dr. Short, what do you mean? If you have love, if you have a child and you love your child, that's the Spirit of God inside of you. Why? Because it's love. And the Bible says God is love. So we all have that inside of us. So today, man, I just want you just to evaluate your team. We all have to have a team. Every successful business have to have successful team players. I have people on my team. I have an accountant, I have financial advisors, I have friends, I have colleagues, and they are all a part of my team. I have people that speak into me, spiritually. I have Beachbody on demand. I have Peloton that speaks into me physically. And sometimes I don't even feel like doing or listening to what they're saying, but I know it's for my good. You have people that's going to help you get to that next level of success and influence. But guess what? Oftentimes it has to be the right timing. And timing is everything. You may see somebody else that got this great business deal and you're looking from afar like, man, that looks great. But that business deal is in the right timing for them. It may not be in the right timing for you. And that's the other thing. You have to sometimes, scale back and ask God, what would you have me to do right now? God, what would you have me to do in my business? What would you have me to do in my marriage? Speaking of marriage, we just concluded a 16-week marriage class at my house last night, and it was beautiful. It was people from all ages, all different perspectives in life, man. Some people have been married 2 years, some people have been married 32 years. And we were able to all learn from each other, man. And that's how life is. And if you have a spouse, she's on your squad or he's on your squad. And sometimes there will be times that you have to have very uncomfortable situations to help you get to that next level. Or as I say in football, to help you get to that first down. See, you need backs and blockers. And football's getting ready to start next week. You need backs and blockers. See, if you're a quarterback, in order to get a first down, you're going to need blockers. You're going to need somebody to be able to hold the line so that defense can't get to you. And they are just as important as the quarterback, even though they don't get the credit. So sometimes in life, you may be a blocker. You may be somebody that's holding the line for somebody else, but you all on the same team. And then there's some people that are backs. You say, Doctor, what do you mean backs? I'm talking about running backs. Some people that you have to give the ball to and they won't fumble. So these people are the people that you leave in charge of certain things and you're not around. So these could be your front desk people. If you own an office, own a business, own a dental business, this can be your assistant when they are calculating how much product to purchase and how much supplies to purchase. These can be, your office manager. These are the backs. These are the people that are, quote unquote, running the business. They are running it from the back because the patients don't see all that stuff. You know what the patients see mostly? It's you. Because it's your name on that door. It's your name on that sign. It's not your assistant's name. It's not your office manager's name. It's not your receptionist's name. It's your name. But you as a business owner, you as a dentist, you have been called to lead a squad. And everything rises and falls on leadership. So what are your squad goals? Are the people around you making you better? Or are they pulling you down? Well, the other question is, are you making the people around you better? Are you creating an atmosphere where people want to come and work? Are you creating an atmosphere where people want to help people? And that's what you have to ask yourself. Who am I around? And Jesus, with his 12 disciples mainly, he had to really teach them. Not just only through word, but indeed, he had to teach them by example. So what example are you setting today? What example are you setting for your staff today? What example are you setting even for your home or for your children? Because somebody's always watching us. And today, I just want to encourage you just to examine who you with. Who's around you? Who's speaking into you? Because we all need people to speak the truth into us, whether we like it or not. We need that. We need people that's going to encourage us and build us up. We need people that's going to motivate us when we don't feel motivated. We need people to help us to have a magnificent Monday when we really want it to be a Friday. And you say, well, Dr. Short, I don't have those kind of people in my life. That's okay. But guess what? You can be the difference maker. You can be that person that somebody else need to get that motivation in their lives so that they can be everything that God has called them to be. And once you're like that for somebody else, guess what'll happen? God will send you somebody like that for you, especially when you need it, because we all will need it in life. Squad goals. Check your squad. And remember, you're going to have blockers. That's going to help you. In fact, the blockers open the hole for the backs to get the first down, to eventually get a touchdown. So today, man, I just encourage you, man, and I believe that God is going to send you blockers and backs to help you get to the first down, eventually get a touchdown, so you can win in this game we call life, man. Love y'all. It's Dr. Rico Short, the root canal specialist to the stars, praying for you, and I'm believing that God has something great in store for you. Grace life. Peace.